She.
Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are in for a little bit of fun. I hope we'll get some more people so that we can have some fun. So, um, I'm going to, in a few minutes, give everybody a number. Uh-oh, I am repeating in my ear. Ah, hold on. I don't want this. Ah,
I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
okay. Okay, I may just have to listen to myself. Okay, okay. All right, so we're going to do a spring painting, and you guys are going to have a lot to say about how I do it. I'm going to start the sky, and then I'm going to be asking some questions. But I want to say hello to, looks like Herb and Liz and Annie, and she'll be right back. So let me put this up here, and hopefully we have some more people soon. So with the sky, I am using this tropical blue, and then I'm going to be adding a little bit of white. How I hope everybody's been having a good day, a good week, and I want to spray a little bit of water on here. You know what? I know why I'm hearing myself. There, now I can't hear myself anymore. Yay! I figured it out. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of water on here. So we're going to be doing a spring scene. Yeah, a spring painting. I think that you can hear me better that
She's
way.
on her way. Hi, Liz. Hi, Herb.
Okay. So, hoping we get some more people. It'll be funner. But I'm going to start with the sky, and I'm doing that tropical blue and white because I want not a real dark sky, but not a really super light sky. So okay, let's see. I have a question for Liz. How far down should the sky be? I hope she's there. She should be. So should I go down further or stay up here? Oh, come on.
You
Oh,
sent the wrong link, Connie.
to
That's
where?
talking about. You sent the Bloom link.
To what? To
You
who?
to the group.
I did?
Yeah,
Which?
that's all right. Beth already put the new one up.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Down further. Okay. We'll go down further. When I get there, Herb, when you think I'm far enough down, I want you to say stop.
Thank you, Beth.
And yes, thank you. Annie, can I get another number, please?
7. Do you want me to
Okay.
keep track of these numbers?
I am.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going further down, and it's up to
Herb.
Herb how far I go. I hope he's here right now.
Oh, Herb.
Herb, are you here?
There's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Okay, Annie, another number, please.
14.
Okay. All right. So, has Herb said anything yet?
Nope.
Okay, we'll switch to Beth. You tell me where you want me to end the sky. How far you want me to go. Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
Oh, there is Joe. Welcome, Joe. Can I get
Hey.
another Can I get another number? Two more numbers. Actually, I need three more numbers.
6.
Okay.
23. And have I said 9 yet?
Nope.
Okay, 9.
Okay. All right, and Joe needs to write these numbers down. She's gonna need them.
Okay.
So.
Okay, hold on. I need paper and pen then.
Okay. Beth, do you
Okay.
need me to go further down? Okay, Joe, the numbers I have is 12, 4, 7, 14, 6, 23, and 9. And if anytime Annie gives me another number, write that number down. You are going to need it.
Okay.
Are we far enough down, Beth?
Stay there. Or do you want her to stop yet, Beth, or keep going with the sky?
No, he says stay there or stop there. Okay. All right. So now, Joe, give me one of those numbers.
7.
Okay. Beth, do you want me to put mountains on this or not? Mountains or water?
Connie, you see what I see?
Yeah.
Okay. Beth says mountains.
Okay. All right. Annie, Joe, can you give me another number? What?
23.
23. Okay. So, Annie,
Yes.
Am I supposed to be marking these off when I give them to you?
no. Well, you can mark
Okay.
it that you've done it, but you may do it again. So,
Okay.
Annie, do you want snow on these mountains or do you want green, like green?
Snow.
Snow. Okay. So we're gonna go with. Actually, we're gonna go with dark blue. That usually gives you the best looking snowy mountains.
Okay, I think I took care of that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like you did. I thought I had, but
I think I got it that time.
okay, thank you.
I forgot I have to have YouTube up to do that.
Yeah.
I'll get into the swing of it when I learn.
Right.
Purdy Mountains.
Thanks.
I don't know how to do it longer, Beth.
What are you using?
Rudy.
Blue, dark blue?
Oh no, what blue are you using? She said, Connie. You're a little
This,
blurry, Joe.
this
I'm a
blue
little what?
is true navy.
Oh, okay. I'm doing what, Annie?
You're a little blurry, your voice.
I just put headset on, so let me um check to see.
Maybe too close to your
Okay.
mouth.
It could be. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, maybe it's too close. Okay. I'll set it
I
over here.
reminded my son, he puts his mouth right up against the mouthpiece, and I said, I can't hear you when you do that.
I was looking closer because I couldn't see. I was
Yeah.
in here. Okay, now is that better? Back to normal?
That's much better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
always know when yours is off because you usually put my eardrums out and I have to adjust my sound. But I have
Yeah.
done that, and if I say you all are talking loud and you're not, tell me. I think there's something going on with my mini ears and my ears are not working right. Because I've had 2 days where everything was just so loud.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't have my tablet on for the chat or anything, but hi everybody in chat.
We have Jessica, Beth,
Hi Jess. Hi Beth.
Izzy, Liz,
Hi Izzy. Liz.
um,
And Herb
Herb,
is back.
Hi Herb.
and who else? Did I say everybody so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everybody. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm just hanging out.
Hey, Beth, you're going to have a combo about being, what do you call it? When am I? With the wrench? What am I?
What?
I
Oh,
have a
I
wrench.
need to give that to her.
I
I
know
was
she
going
has
to
one,
do that.
but she needs to
Oh.
teach me how to do this. I haven't been doing it very long. So I still have
Oh,
things.
okay. Okay.
Uh, you might be getting something to eat. Connie, I'm going to
Yeah.
send you a link to a video of a YouTuber that I follow, mainly
Hmm.
because I want you to see the scenery in this video. It's real short. It's only like 18 minutes long, but the scenery is so pretty.
Who is it?
Ben's Works, him and his wife
Okay, I've
have
never watched that
a
him.
lot of, I believe, I can't remember. I think they're in New Zealand. And I've been following them for a long time because I like their work. But when they go on vacation and they take us along, and they're on
Yeah.
they were in the ocean today and
Welcome
posted it.
back, Herb.
See, I knew he was eating. Must feed the men.
Yeah. Now, with this, I'm going to come back and add more white paint to this. This is just the beginnings of it because uh, the paint is it's getting mixed with the blue. So this is going to be the underlayment of it, and then I will do more when it dries.
Hey, Jess, did you have a nice day? I wasn't online much today because I was so busy with the baby. But
Thank you, Liz.
her takes precedence over everything else.
She should.
Well, she told me it's fine if I get online because she's just watching TV anyway. And I'm like, nah, I'll sit here and watch TV with you.
Exactly.
I learned way more about Roblox than I ever wanted to know today. She said, "You don't know what Roblox is? Let me teach you."
Okay. So now I need another
Hey, Jill.
I need another oh hey Jill, I need another number, Annie.
32.
Okay. Now, Joe, I need you to give me a number that you haven't given to me yet.
4.
4? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. So, Liz, question for you. Do you want water here or do you want grass here?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jess, but good that you could be there for her.
Yes, definitely, Jessica.
Hey,
So,
Jill,
grass?
because you get to help make the painting tonight. We're going to have all kinds of fun.
Yes, everyone's gets to help decide on what's going to be put down.
Liz says water.
Water. Okay, so because this is blue and this is blue, we're going to go more with a turquoise water.
Ooh,
That will give us the
contrast.
differential of the colors so that you will be able to see them.
That sounds pretty.
Now this is a metallic emerald green. You're thinking, oh, I thought you said turquoise. I'm going to add some blue to it.
Ooh, and metallic can be shiny.
Yeah, so we're going to get some blue in there. And then that is going to give us a turquoise.
It never does, Jessica, but yeah, it's nice that she was old enough that she lived a full and happy life.
Okay, Joe, give me another number.
14.
Okay, Jessica, I have a question for you. Would you like this water to be straight across, or would you like it to curve and on this water?
Curve.
Now, I need someone, the first person who gives me the answer to this question is going to get a prize. So you need your ears on. What needs to be in the water that's always in the water? Anytime you have water, what's in it? What do you see in the water?
Bubbles.
What?
Bubbles.
Say that again. I can't barely hear you.
Bubbles.
Okay, yes, but that's not the word I'm looking for because
Herb says ripple.
you don't always see bubbles in like a lake.
Okay. Jessica said waves first, then Herb says ripples. Liz says rocks. Yes, Izzy, I did. And Beth says reflection.
It's reflection. So, in this water, what should I see the reflection of?
The mountains.
Any? Yes, the mountains. You're going to see the reflection of the mountains. So, we're going to do that in a couple of minutes. This is really wet. I need it to dry a little bit. We're going to move down here now. So, Joe, can you give me another number?
32.
Okay, this is for Jill. Jill, here What would you like me to put right here on the bottom? We could do grass. We could do desert. We could do flowers. What would you like?
Jill says sand.
Sand. Okay.
And I'm asking, can you hear his music on here? I
I
need to
can
shut.
hear. I can hear you. Now, because you want sand, what I'm going to do is like do a beach rather than a bunch of sand. I would put a beach right there. I just got to find the right brush. I'm pulling it out like this because I want it to look like the water is lapping up to it, or at least coming up to it, and there's not a defined line, because then we're going to bring something else up to it. Jill, is this far enough on this side here? Okay. Another number, please.
12.
Herb. What kind of ground, what would you like here? Grass? What? Or just shrubbery?
Rocks, Herb says.
Just rocks? Okay.
Well, he said rock.
Rock.
Like one big rock or a bunch of little rocks, Herb?
Because I can definitely do a bunch of rocks if that's what you want.
Beth, your writing is invisible, dear.
Rocks. And would you like the rocks to go all the way down to the bottom of the painting? Because you guys know I love to do rocks.
No.
No. Okay. So I need a smaller paintbrush. Come on, where is it? Coming to me. Not there. There.
Oh, okay, Beth. Thought I was going blind.
Okay.
Sorry about the coughing, y'all. 16 of them, please, he said.
16? Okay. And I know you're like going, guys, Connie, do you know how to do a rock? I don't think you know how to do a rock. Let's see.
Oh, thank goodness, Beth. Thank you. No, he said he was just kidding.
Oh, I was going to do it. But I will do rocks all around, all across here. Unless you don't want rocks all the way across there.
Come on, Herb, make up our mind.
Thank you, Jess. Okay, let me ask someone else a question about the rocks. Joe, can I have a number?
6.
That's you.
Oh,
How
okay.
how far across do you want the rocks?
Huh.
Do you want me to start with something grass here, or do you want me to put rocks all the way across?
All the
Uh,
way across.
Okay. Yes, these are just irregular acrylics. I'm a Apple Barrel affiliate, so I use Apple Barrel, anything that's Apple Barrel. So I use Americana, Folk Art, Delta, all those. I do have the more of the paste kind, but this for me is a lot easier to paint with when I'm trying to paint fast, which that's what I do on these videos.
hey, babes. I'd say he's going to bed. He turned his lights off.
Uh, okay, now I'm mixing some gray up.
Okay. Happy that you're happy.
He's not watching me paint.
Nah, he went down the hallway. Yay, yay. No, he's in his room tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'll replay it when he moves to the living room later on.
Yeah. So are these starting to look like rocks, guys?
Yes.
Now, one thing about rocks, this isn't a rule because there is no rules in painting and or nature. But as a rule, sort of, when you're doing paint rocks, you use the one base color and you add to it. You don't like get a whole nother color because usually what I'm adding is to highlight the top of the rock, and that's not going to be a different color. But that's not a rule because it does happen. But normally it's going to be it's going to be another shade of the same color.
Jill,
Okay.
if you want to learn some kind of painting, you should come into Connie's lives because she's been teaching me as she goes along as well.
Yeah. And I'm not done with the rocks. We'll come back and add the very tops of them because the rocks has a top and then a side and then a bottom, which is going to give you at least 3 different shades, if not more. And that's why I'm not mixing this color perfectly. Okay, now we are going to do our um, our reflection of the mountains, and we're going to do it with a brush like this because we want this brush to not be like fine. I want it to be really, really rough. And because this is blue and white, I need some more white.
I'm going to step out and grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. And there is your reflections. This water is moving. That's why you can't see the reflection perfect. So it's because it's moving. Now, another thing you have to do with it when it's water is you need to put, because this water is moving, it's like a lake or a river, wind's blowing on it, you have to put your water lines. So what I'm going to do is use white. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can use a little thin paintbrush, or you can use a paint knife. Both of them is going to give you, in fact, I'll show you. So with this brush, I just kind of skim it across the top of the water and let it kind of pick up where it wants to. But if I'm going to use the knife, I kind of get it on, I pounce it in the paint and I get it on both sides. And you just kind of cut it in. And that gives you also the water lines. Okay.
So same result with different effect.
Right. Well, yeah, I can paint a whole painting with a paint knife. So, or paint. So you can do, I mean, it's amazing how many different things you can do with the same brush. All right, now I need, Joe, I need another, get off of there. I need another number.
4.
4 is Liz. So what I need you to do is tell me, this is going to be a grassy area or weeds or whatever. Do you want it to, let's see, I'm going to do 2 colors. I'm going to do a dark green and then a light green. So I'm going to do the dark green first, and then I need from you to tell me what color of grass do you want. This type of green, a Christmas green, or a spring green on top of it. The knife is a very nice effect, that's for sure. It's different times I use different things. So and because this is grass, I don't want to put strokes. So I'm going to pounce right up to the rocks, like it's growing up to them.
Okay, Liz says spring green.
Okay. And that's a good color for this dark to be on top of this dark color. Thank you, Izzy. Get out of there.
I think you should do interactive painting at least a couple times a month.
At least like on my lives, because I do my lives 2 times a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where we get to interact with it.
Stop moving. Stop bouncing. And I got hairs coming off. But while this green dries, I'm going to go back to the mountains and add more of the snow on these mountains. Let's see. Because it's not very snowy up there right now. And I don't want to put my hand in my. And
whipping me tonight.
I need to ask a question from Liz because I know the answer, so I'm going to ask her anyway. Because I know she's going to tell me the answer I'm thinking she's going to tell me. I could be wrong, but in nature, Liz, what is this painting missing?
Now, you know we all know the answer to that.
I know. I know you do. No, it's not in the title. Is she answered yet?
No. Trees, she said.
Guess what? You're right. We need trees. At least one, if not more.
It's not a Connie painting unless you put trees in it.
I know. See, now this looks more like snow.
What's that look for? You already got your treats. I don't care if you can hear Joe's voice. You done got them before we started. Good boy.
Okay.
My baby. Are you my baby?
So how many numbers is left, Joe?
Well, it looks like just one, unless I've already called 9. I don't know. Because at first I wasn't marking them off.
Okay.
I didn't know I was supposed to. Like the first 3, I wasn't sure.
Do you hear Jojo? Do you hear Jojo? He hears you, Joe.
Aw.
Got his nose up.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't that look better? It really looks more like more snow. Okay, so now we're going to go with the spring green down here.
Okay, Jill says she has to scoot and she'll be back for more, though.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Jill. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care.
So, Joe, take off number 32 off the list.
Okay.
Now we're going to do the grass.
I want you to lay down, please. Lay down. You're not putting your nose on the screen. No. You've got to put this thing up higher so you can't get to it. Dog nose prints are hard to get off the computer screen.
Yeah. I think I clean my glasses like 5 times a day because Motorboat puts her nose on it.
My windows, too. He'll go to the door and just press his nose against the window.
Yep.
I got little nose prints all over it.
Okay. Can you give me the last number?
9.
Joe? 9? Okay, Izzy, the question's for you. Do you want clouds? And if you do you want them to be faint clouds or big puffy white clouds?
Hi, Aisha.
Hi, Aisha. Okay, Aisha, everyone in the chat is getting a chance to pick something that I'm going to do on this painting. So, Joe, if you can give me Annie, can you give me another number? And I'll be asking you a question in a minute, Aisha.
72.
Okay.
Izzy, are you still with us?
Izzy, are you still with us? Because if not, I'm going to have Aisha answer. It's good to see you, Aisha. It's been a little while since I saw you. Okay, can you give me a countdown down to 10? And if Izzy hasn't answered, then Aisha gets to answer this next question. Or the question.
Sure will.
10.
10.
Go. Joe.
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Thank you. Aisha, I'm going to put clouds up here. I need from you to tell me, do you want the really faint, very scarce little clouds, or do you want the big, white, puffy clouds?
Excuse me.
Come on. Okay, the big, white, puffy clouds. Awesome.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Okay, now we're going to dry this really quick, and I'm going to do the tree. Okay, Joe, can I get a number?
The only one we have up called is 72.
And you've got a super chat from Liz.
Thank you, Liz. What number again?
72.
Well, that's the number you just called, Aisha. Can you pick a different one?
Okay. 14.
14, that's Jessica. Okay, Jessica, how many trees would you like me to do? One big one, two big ones, bunch of little ones. What would you like? Thank you so much, Liz. Jessica, are you still here? If not, we'll move on to somebody else. Yes, two big, one small, and one bush. Okay, that works for me. So, we're going to do two big, one small, and one bush. All right.
And I am making a request.
What request would that be?
I want to pick the last thing that goes on the painting.
Okay.
Because I already know what needs to go there. Or what I think needs to go there.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, when the baby got home, she had to call and tell everybody that she did not have any cavities.
Oh, that's great.
She's so proud.
I think you mentioned that earlier at bingo.
Yeah.
She gets surprised if she doesn't get any more or
No,
get any.
surprised if she
Oh,
stopped.
thumbs, yeah, thumbs up. That's right.
But yeah, she everybody's like, wow, she is really proud of not getting cavities. And I said, yeah, she is. She should be.
Exactly.
This is when teaching them about their body health starts and how
Yep.
to take care of themselves. Well, and foot health. I'm big on foot health.
Yes.
Keeping your feet healthy.
Well, you know, my husband was in the army and he was in Germany and they had to go out on maneuvers in the middle of the winter. And the one thing that he learned from being in the army was is you take care of your feet.
Yep.
Because if your feet goes to waste, you're in deep.
Yep. My dad taught us that and taught us that trench foot is no joke.
No.
He actually saw some of his buddies lose toes due to trench foot. He always, he was always real big on us and making sure we was taking good care of our feet.
Right.
And the fact that, I went barefoot all the time, so I now have flat feet.
I have falling arches, so I have to wear arch support.
I'm not. Everybody says I had an arch when I was a kid. I don't ever remember having an arch in my foot. All I ever remember is being flat foot. But Renee said that Dad used to make us step in water and step on the concrete so he could check our arches.
Mm-hmm.
When we were growing up. I don't remember that. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know. But that was because he was watching and he kept yelling at me all the time that I needed to wear shoes, but I'm sorry, I just freaking hate shoes.
Yeah.
I don't like them. It's like wearing handcuffs on your feet.
Okay, now I've got to dry this black so that when I put the leaves on it, it's not going to mix with the black.
It's just a me thing, Liz. He said it was because I was trained by the hippies in the 70s, but it wasn't. I didn't like shoes before then. I can remember getting grounded because I kept taking my shoes off when I went outside, hiding them under a bush.
Okay, now with leaves, you guys probably have all noticed that I'll go over them once and I'll go over them again and then I'll go over them again. Part of that is because leaves are, if you ever look at a leaf, they're not all the same color. And if they are, they look different because of where you're at versus the light. So, I'm missing pink. Plus, I want the clouds to be dry. That's weird. Okay. So, I always go with the darker color and then I go with the lighter color. And this darker color, I'm going to use the Christmas green because this is supposed to be spring. So, you're going to have your brighter leaves during the spring. And I'm going to use my little handy dandy fun little, I'm sure you guys have all seen me use this many times. It makes beautiful leaves. So, and it's a pouncing motion. Because this is spring, you don't want like tons and tons and tons of leaves because the leaves are just barely coming out.
I have a question for you, Connie.
Yeah.
Have you ever painted like southern cypress trees with the Spanish moss hanging from them?
Yes, I did that many years ago. I sold the painting to a couple in England. It was in a weird perspective. So I was like almost like a forest of them. And the center of the painting was the bark of the tree through the center. And then the rest of it engulfed the painting. And I had the moss on hanging. And it was really pretty.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool painting.
I had a reason for asking. Remind me later, and I'll tell you what it was.
Okay. What was the question that I asked? I said that someone would get a prize if they knew it.
What's always in the water?
Okay, who was it that said it?
I believe it was Liz.
Beth. Oh, that was Beth.
What?
It might have been Beth. I can go back and look. Hang on.
I don't know.
It was Beth with reflections.
Okay, she gets a prize. So now I'm going to go with the lighter green. And I didn't clean this brush off. If you guys ever watch me, sometimes I use the same brush over and over again because I want it to mix with the color that's already there. So it's not like a stark difference, but you need your light, you need your highlights. Now, another way I can come up with this color is by adding yellow to my darker green. and it will give me this same yellow color.
But it gives you more, in my opinion, this is my opinion, it gives you more of a fall green than a spring green with the yellow in it.
Yes. Yes, it does. It's close to the same, but you get that yellow hue to your green. Where this is more of a springy. Okay. Can I have another number, please?
12.
Huh?
12.
Okay, Herb, this is a question for you. What goes on the tree trunk?
Squirrel. No,
What?
you didn't say that. I said that. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
No?
A yard that's on the tree trunks.
So Herb, what goes on? What I need to do to these trunks? Bark. Now, this is weird because I'm sure it's not weird. It's what you guys always see me do. I use white and gray to make my bark because a lot of people think that all trees are brown trunked. They're not. Only some have brown trunks. They do not all have brown trunks. A lot of them have a black with maybe a brown on it. You want the black to give you the difference of the you want it to be the shadows.
Well, yeah,
in
like
the
sycamores have more of silver bark, I think.
right. And I'm not going up into the tree with it because you're not really going to see it anyway in nature very well. And all I'm doing is just a little dashes, and then I definitely put more where I think the light is going to hit it more. So like this side of the tree trunk is going to get more light than the other. So I'll change that on that side to more of a gray.
Herb said in his patterns he hates doing rocks and trees.
What in my patterns I hate doing rocks and trees, and I love doing them. That's okay. We're all different.
Patterns though, it's hard to get the detail.
Right. Now this one, the light is going to be on this side because I'm acting like the sun is over here. So the sun's going to come down and get it this side, and then it's going to get this side over here. So I'm going to put my highlights, my bright highlights, on this side of the tree. I think I'm trying to put my hand in my paint.
Well, don't do that.
I don't like doing that.
That'll make your hand all messy.
Well, it's not my hand, it's my arm. So now I'm going to add a little bit of black so I can get more of a dark, a gray, so that I can put the darker.
Yes,
Okay.
Liz, another masterpiece by Connie D.
Thank you, Liz.
And I will soon have 2 Connie D originals.
Yeah, did you see I sent you the tracking number?
No, I did not, but I will. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Although last time he brought it up to the porch, so.
Okay. All right. I need a number.
23.
23 is Jill. No, that's not Jill. Annie. Oh, you get
Yes.
another one.
Oh,
What
well,
needs
in
what
that case,
needs what needs to be at the bottom of the trunks of the trees?
little wisp of grass.
What? And it needs to be lighter or darker.
I'm going to
Remember
say
where the light's coming from. The light is coming from over here.
generally under the trees, the grass is a little bit darker than
Right.
the grass surrounding it.
And the shadow of the tree.
Yeah.
So I got to put the shadows in. But the light is coming this way. So the shadow's got to be down here. So I'm going with this darker green. I'm going to add a tiny bit of black to it because I want it to be quite dark. So we're going to go and that's that shadow. See how easy that is? And then this one is going to get a shadow that's going to be going kind of like this, straight out, and bigger for the top of the tree. Because this is a short one, so you can see it. So you're not doing like a, oh, it's got to be perfect. Shadows aren't perfect to the subject. They're kind of like a skewed look of it. I need a little bit more paint. Gotta add a little bit more black. Okay. And I got to put a bush in too. So I'm going to go, I'm adding this really, the water green in with this dark color just to get a fun little look. And we're going to put our bush right here. And then I need a lighter green to highlight. And there's our bush. Okay. Now,
Does it need
Annie.
a shadow?
Huh?
Does it need a shadow too?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It does. And I didn't do it. Okay. That's easy. We want this really dark. Or not really, really, really dark. Just a little bit darker than the actual. There you go. Okay. One thing I forgot up here. When water hits land, we see it hitting here, but here you always have to put a very light white or a very light color right against where the water hits the ground, because normally, like on a lake, you're not going to see a lot of vegetation, so you will see some, but this far away. So I'm just going to go ahead and put, this is the same color as the beach, and what that's just going to do is it's going to tell you where the water ends and the land starts.
So the water line.
Yeah, you always want a water line. It doesn't have to be a perfect water line, but it's got to be a water line.
Well, nothing's perfect in nature.
This is true.
And that also seems to add depth to your
Yes,
painting.
it does.
Lay down, motorboat.
Okay. Now I need Annie to tell me what it is that she wants.
What's the first thing you see in spring? It
Flowers.
needs some dandelions. It needs dandelions. Dandelions and wild violets. That's the first two flowers you see in spring.
Okay. Dandelion. Now I'm not going to put the dandelion plant because it's not going to show
Yeah,
up.
just like the dots. So you got the color because they're real. Right now they're real flush with the grass. You don't see the greenery on them.
Right. So this is the same type of brush. It's just a skinnier one that I use so that I can get these little itty bitty tiny dots.
You see fungus. Okay. Is there a fungus among us, Beth? He's a fun guy. I was going to say daisies, but daisies aren't blooming yet, so it has to be dandelions. It's spring.
Right. And this field has got lots of them over here.
So does my yard. But that's okay because I'm already seeing honeybees coming out.
Yeah, I swatted one out of my area in the back where the back door is yesterday. I was like, "Get out of here! You go elsewhere."
Got to feed the bees. Must feed the bees.
Well, if you don't have the bees, you don't have the vegetables, don't have the
Or the
fruit.
flowers.
Huh?
Or the flowers.
True.
You need them to pollinate the flowers so it makes the flowers bloom better.
Right.
But we have a lot of beekeepers in the neighborhood now.
Uh-huh.
Everybody is being real careful to not mow down their dandelions, so they have plenty of food to start out with.
Right.
He actually planted a field full of dandelions for his bees, which I thought was a cool idea. He said it was just sitting there anyway. Why not just grow dandelions in it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Beth! I've been seeing robins for weeks here.
Oh, me too. I got great big giant robins. I have
Huge.
doves. I have doves up in my tree, and they're already mating because I hear them go whoo whoo. Because I used to have doves in the house, and they were a mating pair, and then we sold the babies to the pet store in our neighborhood, and they go whoo whoo. And then the guy gets up on the and he makes this weird. Ron used to do it in the house.
Oh, it's their mating dance.
Yeah, it was. They would do that, and yeah, we could always hear the doves in the house. We had them for several years. But did you know that doves mate for life?
Yes.
If their mate dies, they don't mate ever again. They never have babies again. Okay, how's that?
Yes.
Okay. I think. Oh, in Brooklyn, it's the cherry blossom time. The cherry blossoms are beautiful.
They're beautiful, but they make you sneeze like crazy.
Oh, yeah. I look at them in pictures. We have trees here.
You sound like roses.
We have trees here, tons of them, and the blossoms on them is purple. They're all over the place. They're beautiful. I don't know what they are, but they're beautiful.
Oh, it's a redbud tree.
A what?
It's called a redbud tree, even though the flowers are purple.
Okay.
Yeah, we have tons of them here. I love them. I actually went out in the woods and dug up a baby one and planted it in my yard because I was too cheap to go buy one. It was right there in the woods anyway.
Right.
Oh, a lot of my flowers in my flower beds, I have gone out in the woods and dug these flowers up and brought them. I have Sweet Williams for Bill.
I love Sweet Williams. They are my favorite.
I plant them for him. I planted them for him. So I told him, I said, I'll always have my Sweet William around.
Oh, I got to plant some. I don't have any. I absolutely love Sweet Williams.
They will spread, but it takes them a little bit in a flower bed. It seems like in the woods they spread easily, but when you're cultivating them, they spread a little slower. It takes a few years for you to get a nice bed of them because I think they're
Right.
beautiful.
Okay, that is the end. Thank you guys for all coming. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm going to try and do this more because we have more fun. And I hope you guys love this. Beth, I need you to send me a message on Facebook or an email, and so I can get your information so I can send you your prize. So, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to wait till you get it. So, that's just the way it's going
Oh,
to be. Because I have lots of things I could send you. So, yes, thank you guys all for coming. Uh, I really enjoyed doing this painting. I like doing paintings with help. And you guys have a great week. And I'll probably see a lot of you over in Hooksuite, over in the other live that's going to start here in 3 minutes. It's John's live. So, you guys, thank you for coming. I'll be back in 2 weeks on Thursday night. I'm not sure which one it is. Watch for it. You'll know. You guys have a great evening. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Oops, wrong button. I keep doing that. I keep leaving and leaving the live going. Okay.